Hi everyone, and today is the 14th of September and it's 2020. It's a Monday, so today is the Mountain Moving Monday. Now when I say Mountain Moving Monday, the thing that rings in my head is that verse in the Bible that says, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, then you can tell this mountain to move. Now I'm thinking about my own mountains, and I'm going to use the framework, the Spices of Life, to be able to show you how sometimes the mountains that need to be moved are the mountains we have created in our own lives. I like clothes, and therefore I have created mountains of clothes. My family can tell you in the bedroom there was a huge mountain in one corner, and in the other room there was also another mountain I had created. Why? Because I like collecting whatever clothes that I feel is good, whatever dress. And it's not only dresses, the shoes, the handbags, the physical stuff. I collect, I junk them. And surprisingly, for the shoes, for example, I only wear one pair of comfortable shoes. Yes, during a season, a pair of shoes. That's what I mean. Now, let me follow the framework, the Spices of Life, so that it flows a little bit more smoother. Let me start with the spiritual, the first S, the spiritual. There are many other things that I create mountains with. Sometimes in my spirit, I harbor unforgiveness. And that unforgiveness, I'm unforgiving to a person who is not even aware they've done anything wrong. For me, I keep that. And then another day, I keep another one. I heap those little sins that I call them unforgiveness. And out of unforgiveness, annoyances come in. Now, this is touching on the emotional as well. Annoyances, anger, and I keep on piling those things on top of the other. And then the mountain grows and the mountain grows. If I'm not careful to use the faith that I have, this faith that is small as a mustard seed, to ask this mountain to move and to ask God to help me to move this mountain. It's a mountain that I have created. So I cannot blame God. I cannot blame Satan. I cannot blame anyone else except me. Those are some of the mountains in the spiritual realm. Unforgiveness. Not trusting God. Unbelief. Walking in my own way. Walking in my own understanding. Making my own plans. Those things build and build and build. And unless, again, I use my faith in God, however small as a mustard seed, to ask God to forgive me. In the Lord's Prayer, we say, forgive me as I forgive those who have sinned against me. Then I'm not forgiven if I don't forgive others. If I hold on to anger and bitterness, it causes pain in me. It doesn't cause pain in the other person. So remember, today is Monday, and it's the Mountain Moving Monday. So what are we going to do about those things that we harbor in our spirit? The Bible tells us to let them go. Let them go and let God. Fill our lives with God. Yesterday in my church service, we were being reminded about not forgetting God when things go so well. When we come to a comfortable position, we shouldn't forget God. We should remember His goodness and His kindness upon our lives. And in the same way, practice those kindness and goodness to others, to ourselves first, because sometimes those unforgiveness is because we are not forgiving ourselves for the messes we have made out of our life. Me not forgiving myself because of the physical stuff that I've collected. Me holding on to the things that I shouldn't be holding on to. So I need to forgive myself in as much as I forgive the other person. So that's on the spiritual realm. I've told you a little bit about the physical, the handbags, the clothes, the shoes that I collect, and they create these little mountains. What do I need to do on that? I need to build on the dreams and the ideas that I have every day in my head, that I'm going to move these, I'm going to move these. I need to stand up and act on that vision that I see in my head of clearing the junk, and I've started, of clearing the junk and clearing my place, because that's one of my weaknesses I have, that I need to be able to tidy the spaces that I live in and stop accumulating the junk. Now, when it comes to the intellect, in the same way, some of us pile up and heap up knowledge after knowledge. We create a mountain of what we know. What we know does not help us if we do not apply the knowledge. So it's time to move that mountain from the knowing of to the knowing of how, and then to applying that knowledge where it will be productive. So if you know how to do something, and you can be able to show me how to do this something, and you show it, then I'm able to do this something, and I'm able to be set free. I'm able to know. I'm able to earn a living. For example, for those who know business very well, a business idea and how to do entrepreneurship, then they need to show someone else how business is done. And then in the process, this other person is economically set free. And that brings us now to the commercial aspect of life. Yes, there are many ways people earn money, but sometimes money has been earned in the wrong way. I mean, it's not been earned in a clean manner. So if you're the type who lies to do a business deal, that's not nice. You're heaping a mountain of lies to yourself and to the rest of the world. But remember, you're not lying to the other person that you have told, oh, this thing, I bought it at 100 shillings and therefore I'm selling it at only a profit of 10 shillings. When you actually know you may have bought that item at 10 shillings. So you're heaping lies, and you will cover lies with more as you continue to trade and barter. And it's good to have a clean business deal. You don't even have to explain. If you've decided that this product is fairly charged at 20% profit and it's okay, even the market prices say so, then be comfortable with that decision. Don't try to lie. Don't try to cover things with heaps and heaps of lies. Those are mountains we have created in our own lives. There are many other aspects of life that we can be able to create mountains when it comes to money-making business. I know and I hear of churches, of prosperity preachers, of prosperity gospel, of motivational speakers who their job is to tell people, give me, give me, give me, give me. And you're giving them false hope. You're giving them just things that don't even work in your life. That is heaping a mountain, creating a mountain out of the things that are not true. Again, that is not being faithful to God. It's not being faithful to yourself. It's not being faithful to other people. You are creating a mountain of mistrust. You mistrust your own ideas that you give to people. Now let's come to the emotions, where it was touching on the spiritual aspect of life, and it also touches on the physical. So when I'm annoyed, when I'm angry and all that, it affects my physical sense. I become stressed, I become sick, I become ill. Sometimes I want to, again, one of the times I've told you about the comfort eating, I want to eat to comfort myself. In the process, I add weight and therefore I feel guilty. So emotions. We also create mountains of these feelings within ourselves, yet we don't move them. And that also can affect us. And finally, on the social aspect of life, there are times we keep these things that we have accumulated within ourselves that are negative, the emotions, the unforgiveness, and all the other things that we have created that make us either to push people away. When my space is untidy, I don't want any visitors because I don't want them to see the mess. When my mind is not stable, I speak things that can be annoying to other people. When my spirit is not happy, of course, it rubs off to everybody else who is around me. When I've earned my money unfairly, in the wrong way, in a sinful manner, then I'm sharing this money, the stolen money, with my family, with my friends, and I'm giving it as a tithe and an offering. That messes the whole life around me. Today is a mountain moving Monday. We need to start thinking, in my spirit, what do I need to let go and let God? In my physical sense, what do I need to get rid of to create space? In my intellectual sense, what do I need to give out so that this knowledge is not just in me, then I die with it, with all the potential that I have? In my commercial sense, how am I earning my money? Is it clean money? Is it clean businesses that I'm doing? In my emotions, what am I holding back that is weighing me down? In my body, in my mind, in my spirit, what is destroying me? And in my social aspect, what am I trying to keep away? Who am I trying to keep away so that they don't get to know me so well? Or what is stopping me from being a social person just because there are things I have created, a mountain that has been created that acts like a wall, or it's too high for others to climb. So today, may I encourage you to start moving that mountain that you have created in our life. Faith, even if it's as small as a mustard seed, it will work. Only God can help us in these aspects of life, from the spiritual, from the physical, from the intellectual, from the commercial, from the emotional, up to the social. It's only God who sets the bar correctly. And you will find all this information in the basic instructions before life ends, and that's the Bible. There are many other self-help books, many other self-help groups and teachings and everything else, but I can tell you the Word of God is the one that we have to start building the foundations of, digging up this mountain and moving it with a small faith that we have in the God that we have. It can be as small as a mustard seed, but it will help us to move that mountain. Today is the Mountain Moving Monday, and let's get started. Have a wonderful week, and God bless you.